Hey guys, Dr. Rob here, and I am with the awesome Jean Deprano, who at 75 years of age was the fastest woman on the planet. Can you believe that? On the planet at 75, no one was faster than this woman. And she has been kind enough to grace our presence today to share her successful actions as far as what she has done to be healthy, a little bit about her background so she can inspire all of us to be better people and better versions of ourselves the way God wants us to be. So, hi, Jean. Amen. Hi. Good to see you.
Really good to see you, Dr. Rob.
Thank you. So, Jean, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
For you today. So, where did you grow up?
Iowa farmer's daughter.
Iowa farmer's daughter. Okay.
We had a house of 5 rooms and a path, which meant no indoor plumbing, and we lived out in the Iowa country.
Got it. So bathroom time was probably pretty interesting at your house.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
And baths.
Yes,
and everything.
And baths. So how did you bathe? How did that work?
We had one tub that we bathed on Saturday night, so we were clean for Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And as you know, in the wintertime we did that, but in the summertime, Dad had a barrel that he heated from the sun and put water in there, and we'd go out there and shower outside.
That is so cool.
It was really it was really good.
Well, I hear you clinging over there.
Yes.
We have this hammer over here.
Yes.
Not to beat me in the head with it, thank God. So tell us a little bit about this. Let's talk about this hammer first. Yeah. What's the hammer?
The hammer comes from indoor rowing competition, and when you get certain scores and records, instead of giving you a medal, they give you this hammer. And I think it's probably for the idea of you hammered down the indoor rowing machine. You hammered it.
Wow.
I don't know. They've got lots of things, but.
Well, knowing you and your personality, as far as exercise goes, this is definitely the appropriate medal to give. So
yes.
Talk about, let's take these other medals off here carefully. I don't want you to knock your mic off here.
Yes.
Yeah. And just tell us one at a time. What are these about? Like, what's this one here?
This is for WMA, and that's the World Masters Athletic Association.
Hold it up. Let's have everyone see
and,
it.
And I'm thinking it was in Italy.
That's awesome. So you've competed all over the world. What was one of your favorite places that you've ever competed in?
Well, I just came back from Perth, Australia. Now that's halfway around the world from here, from Atlanta.
Wow.
And it was just a great place. People were so friendly, and there were, I think, 5,000 athletes there competing in outdoor track.
Wow. And
from 112 nations or something. You just meet so many exciting people. The community was great.
That's awesome. I just love your energy. Just being around you, I could have been dog tired today, which thank God I wasn't, but I could have been. And I think just being around you for 2 minutes, it's just like a shot of healthy caffeine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Because I don't take caffeine. But anyway, we know that.
I know. So. We have all these amazing medals here that Jean has won. And also, how many of us can say that we've made it to the front of a calendar, right? Or the front of a magazine?
It's a book.
It's a book. The front of a book. It's a front. Oh,
Cover
Lord.
Woman.
Look at this. This is 70, incredible.
It is. It's about older athletes competing.
So what do you think? Tell me some of the things that you do diet-wise that may contribute. I know. So Jean's a patient of mine. You've been a patient of mine for how long?
Oh, 5 years, I think.
5 years or so, 6 years, a while. And she has one of the best, most admirable eating programs, lifestyles that I've seen, and I've worked with a lot of patients over the years. And Jean, if you could just share, what do you think some of the key things that you do dietary-wise that really help you to perform at a higher level?
I think it's not eating anything out of a package. No canned. Eat as much living food as you can.
Wow.
Period. Now, no, I can't eat it all the time, and no, I don't do it all the time. But I started at the age of 30. It wasn't like
Sure.
I ate like everybody else, and I ate a lot of fast food places until I reached about 35, and I still did some. But around 30, I said, wait a minute, this body is not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to just look at that. And so I looked at what my diet was, and I was eating this I don't want to advertise anything, but brick cheese.
Sure.
You know, that we get cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'd come home from school and eat half a cheddar cheese thing.
Sure.
And I said, wait a minute, I know that's not right. And so I looked at my diet and said, what's the one thing I can take out for 6 weeks? And I don't know where I got that. I just came, I said, 6 weeks, I'm going to do it for 6 weeks. And so I took cheddar cheese out. And I could not believe how much better I felt. And at the end of 6 weeks, I said, wait a minute, I can do this for eternity. So then I looked at and seen what else I knew was not, my body wasn't happy with.
Sure. So there you go, people. 6 weeks.
Is all you need.
6 weeks. Start something, remove something from your diet that's maybe processed or packaged or you know is just not good for you, and do it for 6 weeks. Because if you could do it for 6 weeks, and if this lady can be the fastest woman in the world at 75, I think we could all pull something out of our diet for 6 weeks. So I love that.
And
I love that.
I need to come back and say to the audience,
yeah,
don't take out the hardest thing, because you won't do it. Look at something that, oh yeah, I could give that up, but don't give up. Try to give up the thing that you think, I'll never give this up, because pretty soon you'll give it up.
Right.
But you won't do it if you start with the hardest.
Baby step it.
Yes.
That's excellent. Baby step it. Remove one thing at a time, the smallest thing, baby step it, and then go on to the next.
Yep. So pretty soon I was dairy free.
And there you go. And then what happened?
And then what happened? Then I even went even stronger, you know. Wheat free.
Mm-hmm.
And gluten free. And the hardest, I think, is sugar free, because we're all addicted to sugar.
Oh, yeah.
And I still struggle with that. I really look at contents of what I'm eating, the sugar content.
That's awesome that you do that, though. It is.
And no, do I do it, 100%? No, I eat some sugar, but.
Yeah. Well, it's like I tell patients, I say, it's better for you to do something at 80% than at 0. Or 50% is better than 40, and 40 is better than 20. So as long as you're trying to do something to improve your condition, you're moving in the right direction. Okay, so Jean's been running for 50 years. I'm 45. So you've been running longer than I've been alive here, right? So a lot of experience you have. So I'm listening to every word that you're saying. What should the average person do? They live in a subdivision and they want to start, let's say they just want to start with walking. They want to incorporate some walking in their life. What could they do to limit the impact, damage, trauma that's going to be on their joints?
And they say, well, I'm only walking, 30 minutes. But 30 minutes every day you're walking, how much would you walk in a year?
Sure.
And ruin the cartilage or whatever in your knee. And I encourage people to look in their community for soccer fields, because they take and manicure soccer fields. They don't want kids getting hurt. There's no hole. Find some that are really well manicured. Don't go on the side of the road where you can step in and turn an ankle or do that. I drive to soccer fields, and that's where I do my training, on grass.
Okay.
On those soccer fields.
In Noonan, we have soccer fields just right down the road.
I know it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have my staff at lunchtime, and we're all going to go hit the soccer fields, and we're going to do some running.
Or just walk.
Lunchtime run.
Yep, just run or walk. But I'm saying get on the grass. Yes, sprint.
We're sprinting.
To the finish line.
We're doing it Gene Deprano style. We're going to bring our hammers, and we're going out there, and we're hitting it. We're hitting fields.
I'll come and blow the whistle.
Good, you blow the whistle for us. Oh, wow. Well, Jean, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here today with us, with me. And if I could ask you to leave one parting piece of wisdom as far as health is concerned, what's the one thing that you could tell people that you'd say, this is a real important one when it comes to being healthy, preserving your health, and living the life that you want to? What's that one thing?
I'm trying to narrow it down to one, but I just believe this body is a temple, and I'm going to do everything I can to honor it with the wisdom that God has given us and tells us what to do.
Wow.
I want to be that living sacrifice for Him. And that's the one thing that really makes me check out. Listen to what my body says. It's telling me when my knees hurt. Am I going to run more then when they're starting to hurt? No, I'm going to change something. I've got to change. And he tells us what to do.
That is deep, Jean. Wow, you just
That's
hit me
deep.
here. Woo. Oh my Lord. So basically, people need to pay attention to their bodies.
Amen.
And when their body is giving them a symptom, when it's their body's way of telling them, hey, look, something's wrong with me.
Yes.
Don't cover this symptom up with a medication while the problem's still there. Don't Band-Aid me. Listen to me and fix me, because that's what you should do. That's the way God created this body, and that's how we need to take care of it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Jean, the hammer,
is
the
down.
fastest 75-year-old on the planet. You are the best. High five. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Many blessings to you. You are awesome.
Thanks.
Guys, I'll catch
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we'll have Jean come back for a couple more of these. But I will catch you for sure at the next whiteboard session. So tune in, listen up, and if you have not yet, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. I plan on bringing you lots of great more content just to help improve all of our lives and all of our abilities to just be as healthy and expressive as we can. So subscribe. If you like this today, share this with a friend. Sharing is caring, and that's what we're all about here, is caring and loving our fellows. So let's do it, and I'll catch you at the next session.